Alrighty, y'all. This is a very genuinely down-to-earth, serious video. Clapper the Slapper did not get his way again, and Clapper the Slapper has now spent his first time in jail. Yeah, I can't get too specific about all this because I've got stuff ahead of me that, a bunch of legal stuff, basically. But if you hear any random like thuds or booming, it's because they're flipping fireworks, because they're still flipping third, and people want to celebrate early. Whatever, waste your fireworks for all I care. But anyways, yeah, Clapper the Slepper did not get his way again. But on a serious down to note, Earth, like Irish elf aside, little funny thing I made up aside, my whole deciding to tear up a bunch of flock cameras in the town has ended me not where I wanted. I legit was making a game out of that, y'all. Like, I legit thought I could go around destroying flock cameras and get away with it. And for a while, I genuinely thought that. Like, I was like, dude, I've torn down a bunch already and I haven't got caught. Dude, this is easy. Like, I'm Clapper the Slapper. I can do whatever I want. And in the back of my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm betting they're documenting this as the cameras are going offline. I'm betting the officials, the police, whatever, whoever truly monitors those things, are keeping track of that. But I was still willing to push it, dude. I was willing to tear down every camera that I could get my hands on for some reason. And I simply cannot reveal the amount of damage I've done, just for legal reasons. But flipping, I legit was making a game out of that. I thought it was funny. I thought it was getting my way again. And now I've spent my first time in jail. Let's just say I'm sitting in my garage, and let's just say the floor is pretty much just like how the floor in here is. It's just cold, flat concrete. You've got lighting very similar to this, where this is a light bulb, but it's a fluorescent light. It's cold. It's small. It sucks, dude. Like, for people who have been in jail, you know. But, like, flipping, this was my first time. So I was like, dude, seriously? And I genuinely may not be uploading for a very long time after this, simply because I don't know if I really should be, and I don't know that I even really have the motivation to make YouTube right now out of just the things I've been through. My mental health has been on an even bigger decline since I got out and went through jail and all this. Like, the anxiety, the fear, the paranoia has spiked yet again for me. But, I mean, dude, like, Clapper the Slapper has to retire his hat. He's done. Like, I have to, or else I'm going to be in deeper waters than I already am with the law. And it's hard for me to admit this. It is genuinely like swallowing acid for me to have to admit that I'm in trouble now. Like, I legit thought I could get away with this. I legit thought I was this quirky little guy just doing silly little things, and it didn't really matter. But let me just say this. If you think you can take up the Clapper the Slapper hat and go around destroying flock cameras in your town, be my guest. See how many you can get before they get you. I'm just saying, like, I'm legit just saying. Like, I'm riding on the mower, not really, but like flipping. If you truly think you can set a record of destroying as many flock cameras as you can, dude, be my guest. See if you can break the Clapper to Slapper record. Again, for legal reasons, I can't flip and reveal that. I literally wish I could, but I think I would get in more trouble if I did. But just know that a very good number of those cameras went to the grave by my hand. And was it worth it? In my opinion, the jail time was not worth it. The court junk and the fees and just all the junk I now have, absolutely not worth it, dude. The actions of removing those cameras, in my opinion, yeah, removing those cameras was fun. But just, in the real world where this really, really happens, was the actions of doing that, which led up to my arrest, worth it? Honestly, no. If I'd have known it was going to come to this, I don't know that I would have never removed any flock cameras. I for sure would have at least removed one or two. But if I'd have known that it was going to get into this kind of deep water of trouble for me, I for sure would have stopped a lot sooner than I did. But I legit thought it was funny, dude. I thought it was a game. I thought it was like reach the high score and see how many cameras you could slap. But no, literally no. Like, again, if you want to be the new Clapper the Slapper, be my guest. But just be warned, you better be ready for lots of trouble. And again, it's literally like having to swallow rocks for me to have to admit this. But Clapper the Slapper is in trouble. Clapper the Slapper did not get his way again. And I think Clapper the Slapper is just kind of a dead character at this point for me. Like, I was using that character as my little, like, mischief got my way again kind of persona. But at this point, that doesn't matter anymore. I'm done with that, dude. Like, it's sad to admit for me, but I just have to. So, Clapper the Slapper is no more. Like, that's just the truth. Clapper the Slapper is also dead. Basically. I mean, obviously I am still here. I think. I mean, I still have some questions about if I'm actually in hell or not. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am still here, but the Irish elf Clapper the Slapper character is dead. The game of see how many cameras you can destroy is dead. Dude, like, I have actually had my real encounter with the law. Apparently they care too much about their silly AI tools. Apparently it costs too much for them to just not care. So yeah. Again, I will say this again. I don't know that I'm daring anyone to do this, but if you truly think you can go around clapping and slapping the cameras, do it. Literally do it. And if you think you can avoid jail, dude, then you've probably got some bigger issues than I do. Like, 'cause I thought I could get away with it, and for a while I did, and that felt like a big victory, but it's just not how it works. You know, I've had my first real reality check in a very, very long time, and sadly it had to end up in jail. But anyways, y'all, on a for real note, I may or may not come up with some new character persona things, or maybe I'll repurpose Clapper the Slapper for something else, but at this point, my mind has seen some really dark stuff. Not that I've been to, like, prison and did all this crazy junk. Like, y'all, but seriously, my mental health is at a very low point right now, and just, I'm having to take things genuinely very serious right now. So I'm most likely not uploading for a good long while. So this is probably, actually, I think just for the heck of, like, staying on the low with stuff right now, this is going to be my last video. I did just want to give an update that Clapper the Slapper, no, just no, like, it's, no.